Hey guys, right here I have a 2017 BMW X5 xDrive40e iPerformance M Sport. And today I'm going to make a startup and full vehicle tour video of it, show you the features inside and out. So here is the key fob. Let's go ahead and start it up first. The side mirrors are currently folded out. Upon locking the car and pressing and hold on the lock button, the side mirrors automatically folds in, and upon unlocking, the side mirrors automatically folds out again. If you press and hold on the unlock button, you are able to roll down all 4 windows in the car simultaneously, as well as open up the sunroof. And to roll all of them back together, just press and hold on the lock button. BMW's Comfort Access Smart Keyless Entry and Start system is standard on the xDrive40e. So, just have the key fob on yourself. The car is currently unlocked. To lock the car, press the ribbed area on any of the 4 door handles. Long press the ribbed area to fold the side mirrors in. And to unlock the car, just wait a moment and tap the area again behind any of the 4 door handles. A push button start system is standard. So to start, make sure the key fob is inside the car. Put your foot on the brake and press the start button to the left of the steering wheel. The F15 X5 comes with an electric rack and pinion power steering system, with the M Sport trim, an M leather wrapped steering wheel with the M badging on the bottom spoke, and thick Sport grips at 10 and 2 is standard. An 8-speed automatic is the only transmission available for the xDrive40e. This transmission does have Sport mode and Steptronic manual shifting. The latter is controlled either by the gear lever or by the pedal shifters on the steering wheel. As expected from a car of this size, a surround view camera system as well as front and rear parking sensors are standard items. When the reverse camera is active, you can select between the reverse camera or the surround view camera display, adjust the brightness and the contrast of the display, turn on or off the guidance signs and obstacle markings, and also bring up the settings menu. The topmost button to the right of the gear lever either turns on the dynamic traction control system if pressed once, or turns off the dynamic stability control system if pressed for a longer period of time. Below that is the driving experience control switch. This switch allows drivers to select between Eco Pro, Comfort, Sport and Sport Plus driving modes. Eco Pro tunes the car for maximum fuel efficiency, Comfort strikes a good balance between efficiency, comfort and a sporty drive, Sport sets the car for an engaging drive, while Sport Plus is essentially sport but with the driving aids turned off. Next up is the parking sensors and surround view camera button, while the button marked with a camera brings up the front camera. Following this button is the button to activate the hill descent control system. Lastly, the bottom button lets drivers choose 3 different eDrive modes. There is Auto eDrive, which uses a mix of both the petrol engine and the electric motor, Max eDrive, where only the electric motor is used to propel the car, and Safe is for saving the battery charge to be used later. In terms of safety, the X5 comes with 6 airbags, anti-lock braking system, electronic brake force distribution, brake assist, dynamic stability control, dynamic traction control, hill descent control, dynamic brake lights, lane departure warning, city and pedestrian collision warning, a tire pressure monitoring system, an immobilizer, and ISOFIX child seat anchor points for the rear seats. Alright, let's turn on the hazards, lights, front and rear fog lights, take a look at the engine, and roll down the driver's side window. The M Sport trim gives the X5 19-inch M double-spoke style 467M light alloy rims. The tyres feature a staggered setup, so it measures 255/50 R19 in front and 285/45 R19 at the back. This X5 uses Goodyear Eagle F1 asymmetric run-flat tyres. Ventilated disc brakes are present all round, and the suspension gets double wishbones in front and a multi-link setup at the rear. An adaptive M suspension is standard as well, and this consists of a sport suspension setting with a specially tuned dynamic damper control system and air suspension for the rear. The approach, the departure and the breakover angles for the X5 are 25 degrees, 22.5 degrees and 20 degrees respectively. BMW's first crossover SUV model is the X5. From the beginning, however, BMW markets the X5 as a sports activity vehicle rather than a sports utility vehicle to highlight the fact that it was also built for the road despite the size. The first generation X5, on sale between 1999 and 2006, was dubbed the E53 and it benefited from Land Rover technology as it was developed during the period when Land Rover was owned by BMW. Since then, two more generations have appeared, with the latest third generation F15 model debuting at the 2013 Frankfurt Motor Show. The xDrive40e variant of the F15 X5 represents the first plug-in hybrid model released by the main BMW brand. This variant uses technology derived from the BMW i vehicles. The F15 also takes the honor for having the first rear-wheel drive X5 model in the form of the xDrive25D variant. Like the second generation E70 X5, the F15 X5 also has a high-powered X5M variant on sale. While the E53 X5 was a strict 5-seater vehicle, the E70 and the F15 X5 had the option of having 7 seats. The xDrive40e is powered by a combination of a petrol engine and an electric motor. The petrol engine is BMW's N20B20, 2-litre, dual overhead cams, 16 valves, turbocharged inline-4 unit with a twin-scroll turbocharger, high-precision injection, Valvetronic variable valve control, and double Vanos variable valve timing. This engine produces 242 horsepower between 5,000 and 6,500 RPM and 350 Nm of torque between 1,250 and 4,800 RPM. The electric motor produces 111 horsepower at 3,170 RPM and 250 Nm of torque between 0 and 3,170 RPM. Total combined output for this combo is 309 horsepower at 5,000 RPM and 450 Nm of torque between 1,250 and 4,500 RPM. 0 to 100 km per hour takes 6.8 seconds, and the top speed is 210 km per hour. The fuel tank measures 85 litres, and the combined fuel consumption for the X5 xDrive40e automatic is 3.3 litres per 100 km. 77 grams of carbon dioxide is emitted per kilometer, and the xDrive40e does have BMW's xDrive permanent all-wheel drive system. The F15 X5 first went on sale in Malaysia in fully imported form. This was back in April 2014 when two variants were launched, the xDrive30D and the xDrive35i. In August 2014, local production of the X5 began with the same two variants as the imported model. The xDrive40e variant debuted in June 2016. Exterior features of the X5 xDrive40e M Sport includes automatic auto-leveling adaptive LED headlights, automatic wipers, automatic high beams, headlight washer system, LED daytime running lights, LED indicators for the front, sides and rear, LED rear lights, LED rear number plate lights, LED front and rear fog lights, front and rear parking sensors, body-colored door handles and side mirrors, auto-dimming side mirrors, BMW individual satin aluminium exterior line, satin aluminium roof rails, an M Sport body kit, and dual exhaust pipes. Bottle holder, storage, speakers right there, and right here, central locking buttons, and right here you do have your powered rear hatch release button, your mirror controls, and all of your fully automatic window controls. You do have your window lock right here as well. To the right of the headlight switch, you do have the lever to adjust the brightness of the interior at night. Right down here, you do have storage. Right above the bonnet release lever, you do have the button to pop open the fuel flap. And door sills for this car. And the driver's seat in this X5 xDrive40e M Sport does get full powered adjustments, with all of your controls located right down there, together with your 2-person memory settings. The only manual adjustment for the seat is for the thigh support, adjusted using the lever right here. The xDrive40e does come standard with a quad zone automatic climate control system, with all of your front controls located right here. You do have a separate set of controls for the rear, which I'll show you later. But for the front controls, it is quite simple to use. You do have your driver's side fan speed, driver's side temperature, driver's side automatic mode, and driver's side different modes. You do have the same set of controls for the front passenger. Sync means if you have it turned on, the driver's side will control all of the controllable options. But if you turn it off, each side will have their individual controls. Front and rear defrost, maximum air conditioning, and your recirculation buttons. This button brings up your intelligent safety menu on the infotainment display. Right down here, you do have your CD-DVD player. The CD player is MP3 compatible, eject button for the CD-DVD player, your seat crack buttons, your band button, your volume and power knob, your 8 shortcut buttons. You can program these 8 buttons to store, say, your favorite contact, your favorite navigation address, so on and so forth. And right here you do have your different mode selection button. iDrive branding on the cover. But below the cover you do have cup holders, storage, and a power outlet. You do have a bit of storage right there. And right here you do have the X5's electronic parking brake. It is currently engaged. To disengage it, put your foot on the brake and push the lever down. To engage it, simply pull the lever back up. You do have an auto hold function for the parking brake, whereby if you arrive at a stop such as a traffic light or a traffic jam, the car is in drive, you lift your foot off the brake. With the auto hold function activated, the car won't actually move forward or roll back. The X5 xDrive40e comes with the Navigation System Professional Head Unit with a high-definition 10.25-inch color touch display, various media connectivity options, hard disk drive-based navigation, BMW connected drive services, and a Harman Kardon surround sound system with 16 speakers producing 900 watts of power. I must say the Harman Kardon sound system that is standard in this X5 does sound quite good. The display has been switched to the new tile format rather than the list format as found on previous iDrive generations. This one was first seen on, I believe, the G11 and G12 7 series. Now, the display is also a touch screen, so you can use your finger to go through the display rather than the set of controls down below. But if you still want to use physical controls, you do have this knob that goes up, down, left, right, scrolls to left, scrolls to right, and clicks down for enter. You do have your back and option buttons behind the knob, and in front of the knob you do have your media, communications, menu, map, and navigation shortcut buttons. Now back to the display. Let's start with the menu that's on the far left, and that is your media and radio. Right here you can access your different media options. You do have FM, AM, music collection, Bluetooth audio streaming, CD, DVD, screen mirroring, USB, and all that. You can adjust your sound system settings,
adjust your rear entertainment system, manage mobile devices, and personalize the menu. Under your Bluetooth audio streaming menu, you do have your current song playing information with the artist, album, title. To the left, we can search for music, artists, tracks, and activate your shuffle. To the right, you do have your split screen function. You can select what the split screen is displaying at the moment, and you can turn it off as well. To go back to the main menu, hit the home button. Next up, your communications menu, where you can store your contacts, recent calls, dial a number, manage mobile devices, BMW assistance, messages, and all that. Under navigation, we are currently in your navigation menu where you can input an address, recent destinations, enter destination, look at the map, journeys, and settings. Right here, we are in your maps. You can use the knob to zoom in and out. It does react quite fast, so there's no need to worry about any delay. And to the left, you can bring up your route guidance, route options, spoken instructions, traffic information, your various map views, and enter your interactive map. Right here, you can use the knob to go up, down, left, and right to your desired destination, or use the touchpad right above the knob. Next up, your connected drive menu. With your connected drive store, BMW assistance, concierge services, your various apps such as weather, news, online search, wiki local, my vehicle, with your owner's handbook, driving information, technology in action, vehicle status, vehicle settings, iDrive settings. Under iDrive settings, you do have your mobile devices, headphones, language, touchpad, rear seat entertainment, sound units, and all that. Under vehicle settings, you do have your lights, key, and whatnot. And lastly, your notifications menu, where if there is anything wrong with the car, the message will pop up right here. Now, you can use the display obviously. So if you say are in your media menu, you wanted to go back to the home menu, just hit the top left button. If you hit this button when we are in the main menu, you can adjust the tiles and what apps are being shown. Heads up display, central locking. As shown earlier, this car does have power folding side mirrors. To fold the side mirrors in from the inside, press this button right here. On the steering wheel, the left spoke houses your cruise control and speed limiter controls, while the right spoke houses your audio controls with your volume, your different mode selection button, your seat track wheel, your voice control button, and your on-hook off-hook button for the Bluetooth telephone system. On the right stalk, you do have your wiper controls. Press the button at the end of the wiper stalk to activate your automatic wipers. On the top left stalk, you do have your indicator controls. Locate the buttons at the end of the indicator stalk. The top button goes through your multi-information display located within the instrument cluster. Right now you do have your battery percentage, navigation compass, average fuel consumption, average electric fuel consumption, instant fuel consumption, instant electric fuel consumption, average speed, date, turning the display off, range, your electric range, and back to your battery percentage. And below it you do have your automatic high beam activation button. On the bottom left stalk, you do have your control for your fully powered tilt and telescopic steering wheel. front center armrest with storage down below. You do have your auxiliary and USB ports right in here as well, together with the remote for your rear seat entertainment system. Auto dimming rear view mirror. You do have your interior lights right above. And your SOS emergency button right here. Next to the emergency button, you do have your control for your fully powered panoramic sunroof. It is fully automatic. You can also open it up as a vent. And obviously, if you do not want that much sunlight coming in, you can always close the shade. Sun visor for the driver's side does get a vanity mirror and a couple of LED lights. And the driver does get a grip handle. Alright, so I guess that's it for the startup. You can turn it off right now. And continue with the rest of the tour. Speakers, window control, bottle holder, storage, and you do have sunshades for the rear windows. The rear seat backs in this X5 do fold down. They split 40-20-40 when folding, and to fold them down, first make sure the headrests are all the way down. Then for the outer two seats, locate the levers on either side of the headrests, and for the middle seat, locate the lever right there. Just pull it and flip the seat back down. I did set the driver's seat to a position that I would feel comfortable in. I'm about 5'7", which is about 1.7 meters tall. There is a bit of room to stretch out my feet underneath the driver's seat. As for leg room, I get about this much. And I do get about this much in terms of headroom. It is actually not that bad back here. The seats are a bit hard for my liking, but at least they are still spacious enough. You do get storage pockets on the front seat backs. Your rear aircon vents right there. With your aforementioned rear climate control system, you do have temperature for either size, automatic mode, different modes, fan speed, and your maximum air conditioning button. Down below, you do have your CD/DVD player for your rear entertainment system, individual headphone jacks, and below, power outlets. You do have aircon vents on the B pillars, and your rear entertainment displays. Rear center armrest with cup holders. And you do have grip handles on the ceiling with hooks for both sides at the back. Next to it, your rear interior light. There are three ways to operate the powered rear hatch in this 2017 X5. The first way is via the button on the key fob. The second way is via the button inside the cabin that I showed you earlier on. And the last way is via the touchpad right beneath the BMW badge on the rear hatch itself. It is a two-piece unit, so you do have the rear hatch as well as the tailgate. To drop the tailgate down, locate this lever right here and pull it.
Boot space in the X5 xDrive40e is 500 litres with the rear seat backs upright and 1720 litres with the rear seat backs folded and the cargo cover removed. To the right of the boot is a storage area and a power outlet. Under the boot floor is more storage and a spot to keep the vehicle's charging cable.
You do have adjustable headrests front and rear. Central locking, speakers, window control, a bit of storage, bottle holder, and more storage down below. The front passenger seat does get full powered adjustments as well, with the same set of adjustments as the driver's side, including your manual thigh support. The only thing that you lose out on the front passenger seat is the memory settings. Lockable glove box. It is of a nice size. Grip handle for the front passenger. And the front passenger's sun visor does get a vanity mirror with a couple of LED lights as well. The charging port, Alright, so that's it for the startup and full vehicle tour video of this 2017 BMW X5 xDrive40e iPerformance M Sport Thanks for watching and goodbye.